Zelda Tears of the Kingdom just released, and I had the bright idea to try and play it non-stop for 24 hours on stream. Sounds totally healthy, right? We started the game with Link at full beast mode. He had a ton of hearts, the Master Sword, Zelda by our side, a Nintendo Switch. I was feeling good, life was good, till this dead thing showed up and grossed me out and scared the crap out of me. What is that? What is that, arm? I would not touch that. I would not touch that in a million years. Oh man, I do not like scary things. This is like The Conjuring or something, bro. Jeez. All my heart's gone in an instant. Then we were resurrected once again, just had a different arm. So we jumped right off a cliff and we were just in awe of the game's beauty already. Yeah, this is definitely a beautiful game, man. You see a dragon right there? Now the game already looks amazing, but 24 hours is a long time to play nonstop. To make it interesting, we wanted to try and complete these 7 goals right here and to see if Tears of Kingdoms is even a good game. Well, let's get back to our first boss fight of the game. Okay, I'll beat you with my little sword. Give me that branch. Okay, kid, we'll get to a real boss fight soon, but of the 7 goals, I wanted to try and complete the first one because all we had to really do was get through the game's long, multiple-hour tutorial. We were picking up the controls pretty seamlessly, but except for this incredibly new tough mechanic of diving into a puddle of water. It wanted me to jump off. It just didn't come natural to me. Yeah, so that means we failed goal number 2 already by not dying once. But I know that was a bit ambitious as it's a long 24-hour stream. So let's raise that amount a little bit just to under 70 deaths. Yes, I'm foreshadowing a bit here. But we continued on and met this guy named Raru, whose creepy arm is what I'm actually using. He led me to my first 2 shrines. One gave us the Ultra Hand ability, which lets you grab, move, and stick objects together. And of course, we had to build what any 28-year-old man would build. This masterpiece right here. Came at the perfect time of the stream. Okay, enough of that fun. But the second shrine, we got the fuse ability, which lets you merge your weapons or arrows together with items, which gives us limitless possibilities and some funny combinations. It's a ball on a stick. Here we encountered our first 3 Koroks in the game, but again, we had that crazy goal of getting 40 of them in 24 hours, so our eyes were peeled at all times. Well, for the most part, as they got so bloodshot from staring at a screen for 24 hours. So not maybe the whole time, but they were for sure tricky to find early on. At this point, we made an upgraded version of our OPP boat, found some crazy caves, got our first Zonite capsules, got 2 more Korok seeds, and we were still trying to remember which way the fans still need to be placed, but at least we got a nice breeze in our face. Except it goes backwards. And we decided it was a great idea to do a real boss fight this early against a Rubik's Cube. And man, this actually got me into some trouble. What the heck? What the heck? I was trying to take a screenshot of the thing and it kills me. Oh my gosh. I gotta be able to dodge that. I didn't fully die this time. Dude, we can do this. Basically, he charges you and you just run to the other side. Run! Oof. I climbed him. Okay, he's at stage 2 now. Rubik's Cube, bro. Come on. Come on. Oh. I think we did it. 3rd try. Let's go. Now, to get to the next shrine, normally you have to go through this cold weather region, but with our big brain, we decided to cheese our way there by flying there with this box, but it took me a while. So I don't really know if it saved me any time, but the shrine gave us the ascend ability and it literally blew my mind. Yo, that's so cool. It's like venting in Among Us. After we picked up some cold weather pants in this chest, found our cube bus respawn, so we beat him again. However, we tried to ride our box back to the starting shrine, but we went so far from its original spot, it literally despawned on us. What? The worst part though, it respawned me on the boss island with no way to leave it. So we died not once, not twice, but 6 more times trying to leave it until we found one small puddle we could drop into. There's literally a puddle of water right here. But we still didn't master the skill of diving into puddles. I still miss it. After getting a few more Korok cities, we went back to the main story, got to see Zelda again, and she gave me the recall ability, which is OP, as it literally reverses times on objects. We also finally got our teleport ability back, which is amazing, but we hit up another shrine, got our first heart container, and opened this big massive door, but then Zelda stole our master sword, and we were on our way back down to Hyrule. And good thing I was, because I was actually starting to get incredibly tired already, and we still had 18 hours to go. I will say, I'm yawning. I don't think I'm tired. Maybe I am, but I don't think I am. But I thought the new Hyrule scenery and everything should activate my brain and help out a little bit. It looks the same, but at least we could build a new fan power card. It's totally better than a Tesla. And we got to another shrine, learned we could throw items and like turn them into fireballs. After we got some more Korok seeds, I proceeded to trade our Tesla in for a rocket car to help with this next Korok. Now 6 hours in, we had to take our first poop break. And to be honest, I almost fell asleep on the toilet while dumping, but we did not, as we for sure want to accomplish all of our goals. But then we got back, and as we were traveling and fighting monsters, we had a few more deaths, and they weren't all my fault, okay?
No!
I guess don't get too close. Really? Now here's where my actual progress picks up. Because remember, I still want to try and beat the game. So we completed another shrine, found Joshua and Pyrrha, and did a couple tasks for them. And then they launched us 100,000 feet into the air, and we finally got our paraglider. The paraglider is back. Now I was pumped, as the paraglider is literally the best item in the game. It's going to save us so much time traveling and hopefully cut down on my deaths. Hopefully. But now we're 8 hours in and doing fine, kind of. My eyes were getting dry, but the game was so engaging with new things like finding a lady obsessed with wells, new shrines, new Koroks, or give a tree an apple and this ghost horse shows up and shows you every cave spot in the near area. So there were so many things making it interesting, and it was hard to get bored and tired, but we started making our way to our first main dungeon. So we got to Zora's domain, threw water on this statue, and literally everyone was so impressed, even though they can like manipulate water. As I was following along these missions, I learned a useful trick where you can recall a rock that fell out of the sky, hop on it, and it launches you back way into the sky so you can glide wherever you want. And that took us to hour 11, and I actually got so sidetracked here just by doing shrines and like even rebuilding them too, which is really cool, and or just exploring instead of finishing Zora's domain. But during my adventure though, I got so thrown off by my death here. Where did that come from, man? First try. Home run! Let's go! Literally first try. Bro, I got struck by lightning. We are already over halfway done with our stream, and now I was starting to feel a little bit tired, but something drastically changed that, and it literally blew my mind again here as I saw a hole in the ground, and I just had to enter it. Now, this chasm was exactly what I needed. Now, I was so taken back by this surprise, as I had no idea that this was in the game, and then I was like wide awake, and I explored it for over an hour. But we got tons of pose and loot. Then we decided to finally actually give ourselves a shot to beat the game. I for real knew I had to get back on the main storyline. I know I said that, but I'm for real this time. But our first step was to get more hearts and stamina, so we did that, and then we got to Goron City, met Nacho Libre, saved him by breaking his mask off, and basically followed him to the top of a volcano to start our first major mini boss fight. Literally flying a plane in Zelda.
Here I go!
Shoot, launch it.
Check out my headshot! Boom.
Oh, it gets sniped, bro. All right, we're gonna Hail Mary this one. A little bit long. All right, when he comes back, we'll be right on there to line it up and miss. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Again, that was just part one of the whole boss fight dungeon thing. So we jumped right into the middle of the volcano like anyone would do. Got to the dungeon part, and this was a rail car puzzle, and it was actually quite hard and took me about an hour to finish. And then now we were finally able to fight the main boss. Oh, I think I have an idea.
Maybe there's a way to expose its weak point, Link.
There is. It's you. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's gonna have like a sliver of health left. Oh my gosh, dude. Hardest dungeon to get to this boss by far, just because we had to deal with our guy. That literally took us to hour 18, but at least we added our first ring to our Infinity Gauntlet and got Unova's roll ability. But then I realized something. That creepy hand has 4 more fingers. This means there's 4 more major boss fights to do, unless it's like Breath of the Wild where they're optional to still get to the end of the game. So we really weren't worried too much about finishing the game, but we're gonna check in on our goals so far. We basically learned all the new mechanics. We didn't die 70 times yet. And let me just say, yet. We also were surprised we haven't fallen asleep yet, but we haven't really found a glitch yet either. The bright side was we were close to 20 shrines and we were somewhat close to 40 Koroks. I was just happy we still had a chance to beat the game though. So we kind of just focused on completing more of our goals. So for the next hour, we focused more on Korok seeds and shrine hunting, and we found quite a few. But then I decided to go back to Zora's domain to finally help them with their leaky sewage problems. So we found some clues on hieroglyph, talked to Boss King Fishman, shot an arrow with a scale on it through a water drop in the sky, which unlocked the first mini boss. And man, this guy actually gave us a ton of trouble. I mean, we died a lot. Wait, what? What did I die to? But the worst part was after every death, we had to watch this super long cutscene that took forever to get back into the fight, and I was getting really frustrated. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not even talking. I'm literally going full silent. I want to be done with this fight right here. We almost there, folks. Yes! That should not have took this. Is a we kill these things all the time. Why was that so hard? After we finally beat that dude, we unlocked this massive waterfall into the sky. We had to do a mini mission to get the Zora armor to swim up it, but it was worth it. Oh my gosh, just swimming up. Now finally we're at the dungeon, and this one was really easy compared to the last one. Basically you just floated in these bubbles, did 5 puzzles to get the 5 water wheels flowing again. Oh my god, I literally lost track of time, and I didn't even realize we were on the last hour already. That's how much we were enjoying this playthrough. But it was time for another major boss fight. What is that thing? What the heck? So here we came to a realization. That little dude is stronger than he looks. Okay. Okay, so I use the water ability. He comes out of the thing and then I can attack him. It makes it so funny because it's this guy's like got a goofy voice too. Dang. Oh, this one's hard, man. Yes, literally right before 24 hours. We finally beat it, got another heart, another ring, got Sidian's ability, but look at the timer. That took me all the way to over 24 hours already, and I was shocked. I thought I had more time. Now at this point, I was exhausted, but I wanted to finish at least some more of my goals. So we set out and did another shrine, and we wanted to go for 10 more Koroks, but I was literally toasted here. There we go, the last Korok of the stream. At least we ended up with 30. Now I will say I'm glad I at least accomplished some of our goals that we set out for, and mainly not falling asleep. The stream really didn't go as I intended, as looking back, I could have just rushed to beat the game like I initially wanted to, but as I continued to play, I couldn't help myself exploring like every nook and cranny, or making a PP boat, or dying to the sludge guy 20 times. But it goes to show how truly amazing and limitless Tears of the Kingdom is, and I'll literally cherish this experience forever, even if I didn't end up beating the game. I am Bentim, and I stream 24 hours Zelda.